Welcome to Module 3, all about practicing our estimating of time, how long it takes us to complete the different steps in our action plan. As always, have to say, we're practicing our study skills. We don't have to know the academic information, it's all about the skills. How we learn, not what we learn. So in this module, what we will be achieving is we're going to transfer our steps from our action plan to a time tracker. We're going to estimate how long it takes for us to complete each of those steps. And we need to prepare to justify our decision or our estimate if need be. Like if we say, I think this step is going to take me 45 seconds, and someone says, really, that looks like more like 2 hours, you need to be able to explain your thinking. So many people struggle with time management, how to use their time effectively. Either it takes them a lot of time to get started, or they get distracted, or things take longer than they think. It's really difficult. So there's lots of different ways and techniques that we can use to help us with time management. And the one that we are working on today is where we practice estimating the time to complete tasks. Because it can be really hard if you look at a project and you think, this will take me an hour max. But really it's a project that should take people about 10 hours. Yeah, so you need to be able to estimate how much time it'll take. So as always, I'm going to use the teacher example project and we're going to work through it. And then you'll have a couple of activities to do. So first thing is we definitely need our action plan. Same one I had from last time. Also, we've got a good time tracker. Okay? For different projects, you could have different time trackers that can help you. Okay, one thing to keep in mind as we go through this, I'm going to list these tasks. I'm going to do a time estimate. This right here is an example of what you could use if you were actually finishing the whole project, because you could put the time estimate and then go back and track how long did it actually take you to do that step. However, since as I've said, for this project that you're working with, you're learning the skills, not completing the project, you won't be putting anything in this column when you work on yours. Okay? But still, first thing, I don't have to come up with writing new tasks here because all I'm doing is copying and pasting from one to the other. And I keep on doing that. Okay, so I finished transferring all of my tasks from my action plan, the whole do portion, to here. Now I have to go through and do a time estimate. It benefits you and me if we're realistic with our time estimates. Okay, we don't want to estimate so long that it makes us feel worried or nervous about having to start the project, but we also don't want to kind of assume that we're going to be able to do everything super fast. So for this, decide on the time period and tell the teacher, honestly, if I know my information, and again, you don't have to know, but pretending I do, it would probably only take me about, 5 minutes to find one and to tell the teacher. Okay, in terms of researching the basic information, at this point, hopefully we have looked at our directions enough that we've maybe not quite have them memorized, but we really have them down. We know the basic information, it's not too many questions. So I'm going to say, especially if this is the first I'm starting to research, probably at max, it's going to take me 30 minutes. Okay? I only need one picture for this section. So, but since I kind of like to look at pictures, I'm just going to go ahead and say it's going to take me 10 minutes. If I have to type up this information and why it's unique. Now me personally, I tend to be a quick typer. So I'm going to say it's only going to take me about 15 minutes to write this up. If it takes you longer to write up, that's fine. Just put that as your estimate. Okay? Then you're going to keep continuing through all of this. So when you're all finished, you should have time estimates for each of these. And again, you should be able to defend your estimates if need be. So let's say for this one, make my PowerPoint look interesting. I've only put 15 minutes. If I were the type of person that liked to play with fonts and colors for 2 hours, It would make sense if someone said, really, you're going to want to spend more than 15 minutes. But I'm saying, yes, I can. Okay, so for another thing, when I say find multiple pictures, plants and other organisms, I'm saying that's only going to take me 20 minutes, even though it's lots of pictures. Now, if I had said, oh, I'm going to be able to find all of these in 2 minutes, and someone said, really? I couldn't justify it because if we remember from our project descriptions and our materials needed, we've got a lot of pictures that we have to find, and you're not going to be able to find them in 2 minutes. Maybe it won't take you actually 20, but it's still going to take longer than 2. So if we actually completed this whole project, when we were done, we'd go back and track how long it actually took us. But we're not going to complete this project this time. So you've got 2 things that you're going to do. First, just to have fun, you're going to practice your time estimates. You're going to have an assignment where you've got a few tasks and you're going to estimate beforehand how long you think it's going to take you to do them. Then you'll use an online stopwatch to time yourself as you do them and put the actual time, and then make some comparisons and see, did you estimate well? Did you think it was always going to take longer or shorter or anything like that? And then your last assignment will be you creating your own time tracker using the steps from your action plan and doing an estimate for each time.